Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in IP&O. We are, of course, as always, live from the table in my kitchen. Very special episode. I know I say very special episode a lot, but this one is a really very special episode. We have a new co-host of the podcast, new member of the team. We have Brittany Morris. Brittany, welcome to everything.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Rich, for having me.
Of course. So for the listeners at home and watchers at home that, it's the first time they're seeing you, can you just tell us a little bit about like your background, about what your new position is and what you're going to be doing at Rutgers?
Sure. So originally I was a web developer down in South Jersey, where I was in charge of creating web applications for the internal office. And then prior to that, I was a graphic designer for many years within the advertising industry. So what I will be doing here at Rutgers is I will be assisting the communications team with user experience design, web development, marketing, podcasting, of course, and anything else that the department needs help with.
Yeah, Brittany. So actually, I would just like, you met with us during the interview process. I just wanted to know kind of like what about the role interested you, and just more about that.
Well, first and foremost, I saw the variety of services the IP&O team had to offer for the university, as well as this particular role. Between podcasting and marketing to web development, I immediately saw this as a creative opportunity. Since my previous background consisted of web development and programming, and I had also spent a number of years in advertising within the creative department, I was looking for more of a hybrid role to think creatively as well as analytically. Once I had officially met the team, I was blown away by the quality of work that has come out of this department. So I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah, I think it is a unique group. Our work definitely spans all kinds of marketing, from podcasts and design and stuff like that. So we're very excited to have you join the team. We think your skill set is really going to take us to another level. So I'm looking forward to it. I know Paul is too.
For sure. What are some of your goals in this role? What's like your quest, what do you hope to like accomplish in however many years from now?
I would like to say, I would like my role to continue to assist the team in producing incredible work, but to actually find creative solutions within our communications department. I'm excited for us as a team to take our abilities to the next level, just using our individual strengths to create innovative work and just keep pushing out, creative ideas and creative projects. So.
Yeah, there's plenty of room for, the ability to come up with new ideas and execute them here. That's one of the things that I've really enjoyed about this position, having been in other places where you have an established role and everybody kind of does their own piece of the whole puzzle. Here we kind of jump around, and one minute we're doing one part of it, and the next minute we're doing another. And also there's a lot of cross training that goes on. I learn a lot from Paul learns a lot from me. And so I'm looking forward to, again, like you said, improving my skill set working with you, because you have a lot more programming background than I do.
Well, I'm excited to learn from you both as well.
That's right.
I kind of was asking you before we started, but I feel like it's kind of like an interesting thing. Like your whole process of, finding this job, like applying, interviewing it, and then now like onboarding and, meeting people and having to get like the lay of the land has all been remote, which in my head has got to be like a challenge of sorts. You know, I feel like it's hard enough starting a new job and like kind of figuring out who everyone is and what everyone does when you're in the office all the time, like let alone you know, doing that all virtually. So how has that been for you this first week in that process?
Well, it has been interesting because you would think during these unprecedented times, everything would be harder to follow and it would be harder to kind of get up to speed. But even from, you know, applying to the job and just the onboarding process, everything has been seamless. And particularly our group has been beyond helpful with getting me up to speed and giving me info on current projects and procedures and how everything works. But not only just our department, everyone within the division has been very welcoming and accommodating. And if I ever have any questions, you know, everyone's been seemed to be really helpful to, you know, help me out if I run into any troubles or anything like that. So everything's been great so far.
Love hearing that. Well, Brittany, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the team. Welcome to Rutgers. You know, like Rich said, I'm excited to work with you, and I'm excited that you're a part of the team.
Thank you.
And even though you are a co-host, you are a pseudo guest for this episode, as it's your introduction. And as we always do, we give the guest the last word. So if there's anything you'd like to say on your inaugural episode, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I'm extremely excited and to just diving into all the projects and working with our communications team as a whole and coming up with some innovative work.
You heard it here first. Well, we will see everyone again next week, and thank you for listening.